Hello there, Gemini. This is Kim here with your next 3-day messages. A good place to kind of leave the news behind, leave the fear behind, and let's step into a mystical, spiritual space for a few minutes and open up to your spirit guides and your angels for these messages. They're always for your Most High. Do appreciate you being here. Thank you for your lovely energy. I love reading for Geminis. I get along with the sign of Gemini really well. Okay, Gemini. The desert, what the hell? All right. We'll talk about it, but I do want to get another one for you. I want to see the remedy. Spirit, please give me a remedy. A remedy for me. The wisdom. The flame. Okay. So, what we have here with the desert, the flame, and the althia card is we have you being in a place, let's start with the obvious, that does not feel good. Okay, the desert is not enjoyable for anybody that is in the desert. I think of Winston Churchill's quote when he says, if you find yourself in hell, don't stop walking. Or if you find yourself walking through hell, don't stop. Meaning you get through it. Okay, you get through it and you have to get through it. And you will get through it. But the desert card is, it's also a kind of energy or a fuel. If you look at it as this, you see that flame kind of in the distance where it looks to be like a flame. That's what can get lit in the desert energy. So whether this is like I'm struggling, I'm struggling maybe financially, maybe I'm in a drought, a love drought, I'm struggling. Okay, there's something that's going to be lit, and it's using the energy of this desert. I want to look up althia for you. I'd like to read you what she says. I know that it is, wisdom. They say truth, but I always think of wisdom when I see that card. So truth and wisdom, big. This is a big card. It says our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of althia. It has undeniable resonance that goes beyond the rational. We can always recognize althia by its contagiousness. When we hear someone speak truth, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. So I'm getting the message of the authentic soul too. It's only the authentic person is usually only triggering to someone who has not agreed to allow themselves to be authentic too. It's, at least with my experience, people that feel uncomfortable or that feel triggered or hold resentment, usually it's because of that type of dissonance. But this is truth, and this is you being very authentic. It says it's requiring us to step forward an act of truth. This might look like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act, or a ritual that honors unveiling what's being concealed. Reclaiming your own truth is a way to reclaim your vital energy, health, and sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings. Set it free. Clarity, the revelation, and it means disclosure. Oh, interesting. The flame is the fire, the spark. And this also means mental clarity too, the flame. So you have the flame meaning mental clarity and being able to see something, feel its truth. You are, I mean, we got to be honest, you're feeling the truth of the desert. It's bringing out something very authentic within yourself. And we will get through it, right? You don't stop walking, so we're going to get through it, and we'll figure out how. It's also very hot, or there can be very extreme temperatures in a desert. You know, very hot during the day, freezing cold at night. I mean, it can be harsh weather conditions. It might be talking about that for you too. Harsh environment. But also energy vortexes too. Tending to have things that are highly energetically charged around those areas too. I have the Nine of Wands on the bottom. This is your health, your fortitude. It is kind of like a spiritual warrior here. So I would say that you've had to get through something. You are still persisting, but you may be feeling tired and exhausted when that card comes up. I guess those are supposed to come together. What am I doing here? Okay, on the bottom I have the Master. So you have 9-9. Those are significant in numerology as endings. And, well, harvest. Intellectually here also something's really good because the Master is discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill in the flow, authoritarian, and a commanding presence. And so 9s are when you've also mastered all of those numbers that came before it. Wow. Okay. I have Ace of Swords and the 8 of Swords. They're saying that something is interfering with your mental clarity at this time. It's very much tied to your anxieties of what's going on or feeling lack of freedom. I'm going to say it has to do with the restrictions of the desert energy. Something like that. So even a relationship can feel restricting. Even money situations especially can make us feel like, but when we're obsessing about it and that's all we're thinking about is the lack, or not lacking necessarily in things, but mental freedom, the mind just keeps on running around and around, that is an interference to your clarity in some way. Now it's important for you to have clarity because look at the two cards that are coming out with it. The yacht card and the fairy tale card. Yeah, all right. So yacht, adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, prosperity, self-indulgent, wealth over the top. And then the fairy tale says believe the impossible. Daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire happily ever after. So there's this that's wanting to come through as a truth for you and as something that's very real or that's going to occur. And so if there's this worry or excessive worry about something ever happening, we could be moving the energy of what we actually want farther away. So be due to resonance. So when I clarify, I will find out a little bit of how what they recommend to release or what they think is tied to this 8 of Swords. We'll use the Zombie Tarot for that. Day 2, I have the 4 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So I have to really take it easy at this time, or tell you that it's a spirit's way of warning you that you could physically overdo it, or it could lead yourself to burnout at this time if you're not careful. Be very, I would say day 2, you need to make sure you're looking at your health and your stress levels, especially physical exertion and stress level. Well, it's even more so if it's going to be very hot where you are, and it is for a lot of people. They're wanting you to either stay inside or to take a break. They're wanting you to do one of those 2 things. Calm the mind and the body. Yeah, calm the mind and the body here, day 2. All right. I also have Sapphire and the White Rabbit. I think they're wanting you to go down the rabbit hole when it comes to something with your mind, something with clarity, allowing your mind to go to wander, to I'm getting the feeling of giving the body rest and the mind time to think of things that bring clarity, or things that pacify you. That will make you feel better, is what I'm feeling. So this is a spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening. It's time, heeding the call, research it, inner knowing, dark to light, going down the rabbit hole and waking from the dream. The Sapphire, I love the Sapphire. You know, I even like the description of it as mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength, kindness, life of the party, extroverted, motivate, precious, value, holy, divine favor, and revered. And the head of the throne, it was made out of alabaster of God, the throne of God. In the book of Enoch, talks about there being sapphires all around the head area. And so I always think about that too here. And we can say that the blue is also tied to the throat chakra, right? And there is a little bit of navy blue here on this 4 of Swords also. Also with the mastery. So, yeah. So divine favor. Oh wow, the Tower. The Tower. King of Wands and the Tower. Might have to clarify with that. The 2 things that are definitely going on, though, is that something is being built, but something also is coming down. The challenge might be the Tower to this King of Wands. Could be a breakup or a split of some sort, either person or look, it says interference though with the broken heart. Tower, interference. Yeah, guys, we'll have to get clarity if you want to stick around for that, to figure out more about what this is about. Crisis, unhappy, hurt, devastated, emotional pain. And the kerosene is aggressive, accelerate, ignite. We have a really fiery energy. You have Leo, Aries, you have Scorpio and Gemini, your own energy here for day 3. Okay. What is the interference over here with the 8 of Swords? Wow. Too much? Too much at one time. Too many things on the mind at one time. Too much at one time. 5 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so listen, that's you have emotions on the mind also. You also have, if you're in a mourning period, then it's still mourning the loss of somebody. It's sadness. It's disappointment, it's regrets, it's loss. But it's more so the emotions. It's talking about the emotions of feeling sad. And that is, so there's emotional interference with overthinking. There's just so much. Okay, so there's just so much to think about. There was probably the desert to you is representing more than one loss at one time, and that was why, or specifically why. So I have an unexpected opportunity. It's coming out here. I feel it's the hope. It's probably associated with the fairy tale energy. This is unexpected. It's a cup of love from someone or an offer of some kind. It gets you moving. That we associate the nights with travel or movement because it gets you moving in the right direction. It's not that fast of an energy, but it's not that slow either. You know, it's kind of like in the middle. This is going to be genuine, a genuine offer for you. I think we understand day 2. I think we need to know about the Tower. I mean, because it could be past. It could be something that is because the 5 of Cups is definitely when we still have stuff from the past going on. So this could have been a very significant relationship or partnership that split up, or there was maybe there was even interference from other people here with the 5 of Wands arguing. Somebody could be a very aggressive person. What else does this 2 of Cups represent here? The Chariot. Something else going in a really good direction, though. The Chariot. Let me get another deck because I like to clarify the clarifying cards if I need to with a different deck. Because I'm wanting to say it looks like something's being brought together, but I just haven't said it yet. But I guess I just did. Cross and gift. I feel like something is coming to you as a gift. And it's going to shake things up. I think it's going to build something great, magnificent, and leading to a victory. Chariot. We have strong Cancer energy here, by the way, coming. This could be something new. It changes your whole world, though. The Tower does. Now, what that is. A good gentleman, a kind, benevolent person. So this is an older male energy. Whoa. Oh. The Whip in the reverse. They're talking about automatic negative thinking, okay? That's what they're talking about, because this is the Whip in the reverse, and the Murky Thoughts card is telling us that if we find ourselves in a not so great headspace, that it's the repetitive thinking that's doing it, and that it's something that's it's automatic. So we're having to that's why we need to rest the brain, rest, or keep the body active, but watch for the repeating thoughts, the obsessing, because they would be like, it's not helping this. So you need mental clarity, and Murky Thoughts is here. So again, it's the same interference, though, energy that I'm picking up on with the 8 of Swords, just kind of a different way to word it. Oh, I'm not done with you. Tell me more about where they're going with the Chariot, and why are things going to change so much. There's some sort of mountain to overcome, but I'm going to see you being able to do that, right? They're saying it's not on faith alone, because I mean, it is good to have faith, but they're saying that there's a certain person that's also being sent to help you overcome this mountain energy. Okay, they hold the key. the rich girl archetype because you deserve the best. Nothing less. The best. And man or woman, the rich girl archetype is the divine feminine energy of you deserve the best. And you know it at that point. And so your mind is the mountain, and everything else is just kind of like can be overcome. There is a specific person that holds the key, but here I have the same number as the murky thoughts, right? So I think it's, and then these are all master numbers to the, and you have the master here, master number 11, master number 33 twice. You have the help of like ascended masters, and you need to use your own mastery level when it comes to your thoughts, and be positive that there is some sort of key to, it's the success. It unlocks the door that was the problem or the obstacle. It unlocks it. And I think it is a significant partnership. I don't know if it's going to be love, maybe not for all. Maybe it's going to be from soul contract. Okay, what is the deal with the mental clarity after we find mental clarity, and that being the key? The King of Hazards. So this is that energy of, this could be what you're stepping into, the King of Pentacles. It can be a person that wants to commit to you or take care of finances, invest in you. It's an energy that would want to like commit. Yeah, the Emperor on the bottom. It's like a boss-like person. Influential. This could be a wealthy person too, or just be good on the finances. It would be reciprocal, though. It would just be like there's one person more in the masculine when it comes to making money. So here is a lot of success if you're trying to build a business, or you are the head of something, or you're taking care of other people. You may be worried about something with finances, but you have the archetype here to be able to have it. Yeah, you have it, and you have the Ace of Swords twice. You have the mental clarity, the strength, if you put your mind to it, like if you tap into that. Okay, the Five of Swords can say that it's kind of difficult right now because there's also other energies that you're dealing with. There's even people here that are trying to like pull you into arguing or conflict or drama, or there's a lot of anger or violence going on. There's something like that. I can be talking about just in the world that is influencing you energetically. But I think what the Death card is, they're like literally saying to transmute that with your mind. Where's this deck? Let me see. I'm going to take her because I think she was meant to come here. But tell me about the Five of Swords and the Death card. The Good Lady. Well, this is a couple. Good lady, good gentleman. These are two people that would not partake in the Five of Swords energy. They may witness it, but they're not going to partake in it. They would be a good couple for each other. I'm not going to take those. They're both benevolent and kind. You have wealth coming. You do have wealth coming. The Good Lady can be a mom, a mentor, or a boss. You have the Child, which is the new manifestation, the new experience here, and really good news. Yeah, good news for sure. Letter is on the bottom, and the Rider is associated with good news coming to you. It can lead to travel or something that you're going to be happy or passionate about. That's what the letter is about. So I'd say that's important next 3 days too. And it really looks like you have wealth, or your pentacle's doing better here. as well as a very significant connection. So that's what I've got for you all. Sending you love and light, guys. If you want a private reading, the information's in the description box below. Until next time, bye, Gemini.